We have Charli with us. Good morning, Charli.
Good morning.
What did you? What was Charli doing before she got involved with these crazy folks at Gap Ministries? What were you doing?
When I first found Gap, I was actually eating out of their trash can. I was homeless. When I learned that they teach you how to cook, I was like, I don't know what to do. I need something better to do with my life than where I'm at. So I started their program. I would meet it for about a month, and I graduated from their first half of the program. And then some life things happened. I was in a really, really bad situation. I'm a domestic violence and sexual assault survivor. I was just making poor choices with my life. I was doing drugs. I was in a really rough spot. So once I decided I needed a better start, I knew Gap was the place to come to. I went to a homeless shelter and applied for Gap, and Chef John texted me and he was like, hey, I just got a notification that Charli Garcia is going to be in my class. Is this you? And I'm like, yes, it is, Chef. And he's like, I'm so excited to have you back. And when I graduated, or when I went back into the program, the day I left the homeless shelter, I got into the U of A so that I can study nutrition and dietetics because I want to give back to the homeless population, and I figured Gap was going to be the best way to do so. So Gap gave me the confidence to be like, you can do this. They also got, I Serve Safe food handlers and Serve Safe manager certified through the program, which puts me above a lot of other candidates, which is amazing.
What are some of the bigger lessons you learned from going through the Gap Ministries program?
I learned a lot about how to behavioral health, and I learned about the one that really stuck out to me was Dr. Morane's class about childhood, how the attachment theory works, and it helped me a lot with my relationships and helped me just kind of understand more about childhood and mental health. And then we learned a lot about goal settings, and with Pastor Miles, who is the soft skills teacher, he's phenomenal. He gave me a lot of encouragement, and I got a lot of support.
Okay.
So Gap became my family. They're not just my friends, but they're my family.
What was that moment in your journey with Gap Ministries that you decided to stop making so many poor choices?
It was when my eyes were opened to my faith. My faith is probably the biggest part that happened. I surrendered my life just before I started school, and when I did so, it was an overflowing amount of love and support from Gap and encouragement. And so it made me no longer want to do those things. It made me no longer want to do drugs and engage in just codependency is the nice way to put it. I can't say it any better than love and family. That's just what it was. I was embraced with people that encouraged me.
So talk about getting the job at Charo Steak.
So I got the job actually because of Gap. I was applying to a whole bunch of different places. After graduation, you go in and Leslie helps you with your resume. And I think I went on 2 interviews. Nobody seemed to want to call me back because I didn't have experience. But then she sent me this picture of Charo Steak. They were opening a new restaurant and it had an interview date. And it's just go in and talk to the managers. And I did. And they hired me. I said many times they're my family. Everybody here at Gap has never given up for me. They've never left my side. They've stayed there for me through thick and thin, even when I was making poor choices. They never gave up on me.